Limitations of human rights. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to know the following. 1. The concept of human rights. 2. The restrictions on human rights. Human rights refer to the basic entitlements and freedoms that every individual is inherently entitled to, regardless of their nationality, race, ethnicity, gender, religion, or any other status. These rights are considered universal, inalienable, and indivisible, meaning they apply to all human beings and cannot be taken away or separated from one another. Human rights are grounded in the principles of dignity, equality, and non-discrimination. They encompass a wide range of rights and freedoms that are essential for individuals to live a life of freedom, dignity, and equality. Some of the fundamental human rights include 1. Right to life. 2. Right to liberty and security. 3. Right to equality. 4. Freedom from torture and inhumane treatment. 5. Freedom of expression. 6. Right to privacy. 7. Right to education. 8. Right to health. 9. Right to freedom of religion or belief. 10. Right to work and fair labor conditions. These are just a few examples of the extensive range of human rights that exist. International human rights instruments, such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, provide a framework for the protection and promotion of human rights at the global level. The concept of human rights is widely recognized and valued as a fundamental aspect of ensuring the dignity, freedom, and equality of all individuals. However, it is important to acknowledge that there are certain limitations and challenges associated with the practical implementation and realization of human rights. Restrictions on human rights can be justified for the greater good of citizens and the country as a whole through various means. 1. A person's rights may be curtailed if they are lawfully detained. 2. The right to life can be denied through legal means, such as capital punishment for crimes like murder or armed robbery. 3. The right to life is also restricted by laws prohibiting suicide. 4. The right to a fair trial is limited to the highest court, such as the Supreme Court in Nigeria. 5. The right to private property may be restricted by the state's authority to acquire it for public use. 6. Imposing curfews during emergencies or periods of chaos can limit citizens' freedom of movement. 7. Law enforcement agencies, like the police, can prohibit public gatherings and demonstrations, thereby restricting the right to freedom of association and assembly. 8. To protect the rights of others, individuals suffering from insanity may have their rights curtailed. 9. The court can restrict the movement of individuals with serious pending cases. 10. Freedom of expression and press can be limited to prevent statements that could harm others, slander and libel laws. 11. Certain public office holders, like the president, governor, parliamentarians, ambassadors, and judges, enjoy immunity from lawsuits while in office. 12. If a citizen poses a risk of spreading a contagious disease, their rights may be restricted if they are detained on medical grounds. 13. Under military rule or an oppressive dictatorship, citizens' rights can be severely restricted. Evaluation. 1. State 5 limitations of human rights. 2. What are the reasons behind these limitations? 3. Define power. 4. Define authority. 5. Explain the organs of government.